Hi, I'm Bernadette Doyle and you are very welcome to Client Magnets TV. And this week's tip is especially for those of you who are selling what author Harry Beckwith calls the invisible. If you're selling a service that is an intangible, something that it's actually hard for your client to experience the benefits of until they've tried it. Now, there are a lot of challenging to selling the invisible, to selling the intangible, because typically your client can't really experience the benefits until after they've paid for the service. And so this can become like a frustrating catch-22 because they don't know if you can really deliver what you say you can deliver until they've paid for and experienced it. And so what can happen in these situations, you can end up with a frustrating stalemate. They want to move forward, but there's risk in moving forward for them. You might not be able to do what you say you can do. So I will share with you one of the ways that I got around this when I first started my training company back in the mid-90s, because this was something I encountered, and it was especially tough for me because I didn't have a strong track record, I didn't have an established client base, I was literally starting from scratch. But this strategy really worked, so I think it's going to help a lot of our viewers too. And so what I started to do was, instead of offering my services as a bespoke or custom in-house solution for people that wanted help with their sales training, I started packaging my sales training into one-day public programs. Now, at first glance, this might not seem like a big shift, but it was huge because suddenly, for my prospects, instead of them having the risk of paying tens of thousands of pounds or dollars to bring me in to deliver the services, they now had a way of sampling what I was offering at a much lower risk. And you need to bear in mind that the risk for your client may not be financial. For example, when I was working with training directors, the risk for them was, okay, if we take our sales force off the road for a day and we put them with this person and she turns out to be no good, we've lost a day of business from our sales team, but we've also now got a demotivated sales team. That was more of the risk. So I had to find a way that they could sample and experience what I had to offer without that risk. And so that's why having a one-day public program worked really, really well. So what happened was, as I started offering these programs, it made it possible for the directors and the people that I've been speaking to about my services to send maybe one or two of their team members along. And then that person could then become a champion for demonstrating the value of what they'd learned on my training, and also then as someone who they could actually see a positive benefit on, that then encouraged them to roll out the services internally. So what that meant for me was this was a really valuable way to grow my business. So if you have been experiencing these kind of catch-22, these frustrating stalemates in your business, I want to encourage you this week to think about what is something you could do to make this more tangible. Now, often it helps to get some outside help as you do this. So I want to let you know about my Stepping Up program, which is a group of over 200 people who are truly stepping up in their business and life. We have this amazing online community. I'd like to offer you a special trial of this marketing mastermind for just $1, and you can get all the details on the link that appears at the end of this episode. So take that on board, and I look forward to seeing you next time. And remember to leave your comments too. Take care.